For the last kind of 10 minutes of that episode, I was very much kind of gripped, and I felt like something was going to happen and I was going to gasp and it was going to be incredible. But for the rest of the episode, I feel like it fell flat, and I can already predict what people are going to say. People are going to say that, first of all, I moderately enjoyed the episode. I thought it was good. But I feel like people will say that Whittaker's performance was not good. Which, I mean, fair enough, say Whittaker's performance, but please do not say that Jodie Whittaker was not good, because she's a person, she has feelings, let's be nice. In light of recent events, we know how serious being horrible about somebody can be. And also, please excuse the mess. I'm currently packing up my desk to move house, so it looks very chaotic. So I think people will say, they will remark on Whittaker, and there will definitely be people saying that it's all preachy, and I think in parts, yes, there were, even I did think at a couple of points it was maybe kind of going on a little bit. But for the most part, I think it was a fine episode, and it was fine. There will be no spoilers in this video, but I will say that for me, nothing severe happened. But that depends on what you expect to happen and what you wanted from the episode. The big thing here that I particularly liked is the different Cybermen. We have several different visual appearances of the Cybermen, some a bit more dated, and I think that worked very well, and I'm excited to see more of those next week, hopefully. The thing I am looking forward to about next week's episode is the noise. I love the sound of Cybermen, and not their voices, I don't mind their voices, but I love the sound of the Cybermen stomping, and I think it's because it takes me back to Army of Ghosts and Doomsday, which is for me peak time in my happiness. It just, although that was also the worst episode ever, Doomsday still breaks my heart. I haven't watched it since 2006, and I won't watch it again. But this episode did kind of take me back there, because it's been a while since we've had that many Cybermen in one place. I'm trying to think, I feel like we must have had another lot of Cybermen, but I can't think off the top of my head. That's kind of where it takes me back here. The narrative was not great. This whole, the human race is being destroyed constantly, time and time again, is getting a little bit old. It's getting a little bit tiring. I want something a bit different. But I do think that next week, just as my prediction, I think we'll be finding out more about Gallifrey. I'm hoping John Barrowman's back in it. I'm not sure if he will be, but given what he warned the Doctor about, what he warned the Doctor about when he popped up a couple of episodes back, I have my fingers crossed for that. But do let me know what you think. As I said, this for me was it was an alright episode. It wasn't amazing. The last 10 minutes were quite intense. I don't think they cliffhangered well enough for me. I feel like we could have had a stronger cliffhanger. But the way the actual Cybermen themselves, the way they were presented, I thought was done very well. The Irish characters, also that police car, the old police car, love it, the Gardaí car. But the Irish characters, I'm not 100% comfortable with how they fit into this narrative at the moment. But I think, next week all will be revealed. I don't feel like this is the kind of penultimate episode. I'm not getting that vibe. But I think once it's over next week, I will be a little bit upset, because I have genuinely enjoyed the majority of this series, and they've handled the story arc very well. It's flowed nicely. It's not been completely in anyone's face, but it has been there. And I think Chibnall's done a very good job. Whittaker's done a very good job. And I still don't like Yaz. But yeah, we'll see how next week goes. I'm not disappointed. I'm not desperate for the next episode. But I will be sad when it ends.